the workers and the resources in the Soviet Republic. Good evening and welcome. Heating system. Coal. Heating system. Coal. Yes. Important stuff. They are on about it. Just see 123,000 rubles, $1.5 million. Great. But where's the population going? What the hell is going on here? You're not happy? Previously it was easier to see this. 59% happiness, but you have food, you have... What's the matter with you? I think some people maybe have a hard time adjusting to the new way of things. We shall get them, and they may be sensitive to the cold. Who knows? Citizens' happiness is too low. I don't say. What is this? This is the... we can fill it up again. 34%. Can't visit hospital. It's too far away. Is it now? It's not. But we do need a few more. We don't have a lot of doctors here. Come on, people. You can do better. I need to focus on the cold. Otherwise you're going to be very sad in autumn. Sadder than you are now. I promise you. And that is right over here somewhere. There it is. This coal mine is going to produce quite a bit of coal, and therefore I'm going to use one of these here conveyor road crossings. Think on the other side. Okay. Actually, it's on the other side. I built a coal mine the wrong way around. Great. And these are free. Yes, they are. 25,000 plus the conveyor belt is a lot more. But something like so, and then have giant heaps of coal going. Storage for the aggregates of the large variety. Do a fine adjustment. Yes, we can. We'll get to. And wait a minute now. No, stop. Crap. That's the wrong type of building. All of this may be actually wrong, come to think of it. Not the first one, but the first one is not built. No, we need to take care of the coal. What we get out of there is not good enough to use, so we need to refine it. Fossil fuels, coal or processing plants. Yes. I think it can actually supply 3 of these. Wait a minute, no, we take it easy here because this may not work out. These also have outputs which are not in a conducive fashion all the time. Okay. Yeah, and they need the product. We need to gather and we need to put it on a pile. Now it's time for the pile. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, but we're not going to be able to. Which way is the output? It's that way. Great. We'll put it here. Actually, both of these can supposedly be connected. Well, that would block the road, I think. And that's why I'm paying for it in cash. Might block the road. That's one of them, or two of them. In fact, we just need the last one here. It's so damn fiddly. But it is what makes this game what it is. We could see. We could have these for, say, make it that complicated. Yeah, say have these for steel production and power production. Steel production, and have this for power and heat. Doesn't sound bad. Power and heat, the dedicated one for power and heat, you say? I think so. A large one for the power plant. With conveyor tower to get it around. I don't know what this is doing quite. I'm building things as I go too. A road crossing. Something like that is what I had in mind. Okay, good. Oh, apparently we're committing to this now. I'm not. You should try and build roads first. And also there's lots of stuff remaining. We have one pile of coal for power production, and out of here we get coal for steel production. Going to the aggregates, storage. There, for now. Suppose. Now it's time for the roads. Try our best, and let's see. We need to put a lot of people into all of these places, actually. So a bus stop in the center of it all. Like there, how to do it. Where's the town? Town is over there. Yeah, that's good. Then where the nice streets where people are going to walk and so on. Fancy bits. Thing with this is, with the lit streets, is that they encourage people to walk a bit further than the non-lit streets, and even further than the footpath. And also they look nice. They're damned expensive though. Extremely damned expensive. I think that's enough with the fancy. Here people are going to walk. The power plant is going to be up here, isn't it? No, power plant is going to be up here. Power plant is probably going to be here. And the heating plant too. Yeah, that's may not be great for these people. But we have a bus stop to drop people off to dig for coal. That's great. We'll take a road into town. Like so. 192,000. Fill in a bit of road here too for the various bits and bobs. Oh yeah, so it's possible to get roads underneath. Great. This might actually be as a place today, one day for the power plant. Something. If you wouldn't mind. Yeah. So. Okay, the dollar account is also dwindling quite quickly. Before we run out completely, let's hook up the coal mine to the road network and to the world. This bit is also really important, so I'll bet to get that down too. And a little bit of footpaths are still to do. This should not be impossible to get footpath in here. Definitely not. Them to be able to cross over the road, do whatever they like, as long as they get into the factories and our coal mine. We have a dedicated one here. This stuff is also really important. And another thing that's really important is that we get electricity out here. I have no electricity. That's a complete chain. Yes, get electricity. In a hurry or something, I don't know. Maybe. See how much we can do with one of these. Cleverly enough placed. Can't do all of it, can we? Could probably, if we put it here, we could do almost all of it, all of the stuff except the stuff that will do too. One around. Oh, that's going to be annoying because there are conveyors, and one may want to have conveyors. There are conveyors too. That will have to do. We get we go those, and one out here too, somewhere. So. Where is the substation? There's the one. There it is. There it. So we should take this all the way to the transformer. Should, but then again, there will be a power plant here. Not too long from now, I don't think. It's very expensive. We need to get the coal and the heat first. Will they take this all the way to? go to the transforming yet to do. Along the same route. At this point it just becomes a jumbled mess. Either case. Great. But it should work, does it not? Yes, it does. And I think you can put the substation down here to somewhere. This already has electricity from that way. Great. Buses. Road depot. Bus line. A bus line? 642 people. 47% happiness. What's wrong? It's something. It's really bad. What am I failing at? Load people. You are coal diggers, coal miners. To this place. Load. So what do we want for buses? Say by vehicle or mechanism. I'll see if the West has any buses. Bus. And this now. Bus. I think that this is about as good as it's going to get 80 people, 65 kilometers per hour. That's okay. Very far. 3 of those? Sure. At least this is fantastic. Now this can be applied per line. First thing I thought when that feature with line spacing was introduced, like this would be incredibly useful. It was if it was applicable to. It was possible to apply to a single line and also all lines. And now it is. Great work. Great work. Yes, I have now I don't have any people working at the well, yeah, I can call it that, at the bus platform. This is not great. Cannot visit church because I'm sorry about that. We can't do much about it. Can't visit do sport. Why not? Can't visit pub or tavern. It's right here. Can't enjoy culture. Unable to visit hospital. Unable to get food. What the hell is wrong with you people? The hospital is within walking distance for you. I don't know what to tell you about. There are more where you came from. There are more where you came from too. I think we should have another school. This is what we're going to have right here. That's what this place has been reserved for all the time. Children. Like so. Hey. And keep this, if possible, high. And we also needed to import a few experts. This is the nice people's house. The nice people. heating plant. Are we getting any coal? That's not the coal mine. The coal mine is here. The first people are just arriving. This is the first coal. Is going to merge. Yes. Working. 9 workers in the coal mine. And in here, 6 workers. And we have coal. Fantastic. Road connection for fire trucks is required. You don't have a road connection. Nope. Let's wait with that until we have the heating plants. Heating plant is next. Heating plant. Your output connections for the heating is the most important, and also pointing that way is a bit close to town, maybe. Don't know. I'm going to go halfway. Have them pointing this way. Yes. Yes. Yes, $133,000 plus whatever the cost of the conveyor was. Is this within range of the bus platform? It is not. Unfortunately, no, but it might be within range of some people's living spaces, which is probably a good thing. That's where we were supposed to put your road. Okay. Yeah, this was of no use anyway. Put that back. Or not put that back, take that out again. This in. Instead, think so. Well, maybe if you're quite particular about it, might just work. About the people. Let's take it down here now. 67,000. That's about all the dollars. I'm out of money. I'm out of money now, and how much have they eaten and so on? Not that much, but I should get the train moving again. We're still selling stuff, right? Last month, 272,000. That sounds familiar. That's about to do here. That's. I had a particularly good month for bauxite. Maybe 1.3 million. Yes, so. But the people, 1,080, yes, that's because I brought in a lot more people. 58% happiness. Missing agents, just as well. We have better things to do. Could be that there isn't actually anyone that is loyal enough to work at the place. Maybe they got enough people in to get any spy devices installed. No. A street connecting. Very inefficient use of space. What we're going to do with this, I don't know yet. This is maybe reachable now from these places. Very good. Yes, but not buying any people. We're not buying anything of anything. That was the last money. So. But we do have coal on the coal heap. We have people in the heating plant, and coal in the heating plants, and a fire in the heating plant. Some houses are in June. Great, we got it working just in time for June. People can now have hot showers, I suppose. I don't know what they would use the heat for otherwise now when it is 23 degrees. But heating pipes, while we're at it, it will be winter time. Before you know it. And they're supposed to be underground of these things. Or isn't there heating pumping? No. Okay, I suppose not. They are very cheap too. Okay, this one is going to be an eyesore straight through town to make it reach. This is just terrible. What the hell are you doing? You're ruining it. Yes, I know, but it has to reach. 171 meters. 162, I think they can be a lot longer than that. Okay, and there should be one more somewhere. Somewhere there should be another one. Oh, he's right here. Good luck. See, these heat pipes are not very fussy. Oh. Is it at the same height? Are we going to be careful? It is actually not that, it's slightly taller. Oh, but it's snapped. Yeah, you can snap these now. Look. Yes, we're going to have to unsnap it and go over and under or something. Or we do this for a bit and try again. Come on. Do this too. That bit too. And like so. So. Come on. That did not connect to the building. Try again. There we go. And there we go. Not 100%, but it's close enough. 260, that I don't have that kind of money. For the moment. Is it? Oh, I have to go cheap here. We have almost everything, except for a few little things. Lots of workers waiting at the bus stop though. That's great. Did I just put all 3 buses in motion? Did not. Did not call Dare. One more bus, please. But the fact that people can walk to the heating plant is maybe not a good sign. It's 313 meters away from the closest living house. It's not great. It's very good for the staffing, and they will be very warm as long as they get to work. Just at a reasonable frequency, very least. I need to do some work on the heating thing here. I'm polluting. And how this poor combustion thing. Oh. That's much better. I get back in the Soviet administration chair. Yes. How much was it again? It was a lot more than what we have. Wasn't it? I think it was. Where did it go? Here is it. But I want to. I'm in the pipes. Heating. Yeah, that makes all the sense. This should maybe be a window, so this should be somewhere else. This takes up an enormous amount of space where you need it the most. This bit, I think we can get used to it. But this takes up too much space right where you need it. This could be floating here where it's always been. Not a bad place for it. And also the clicky sounds. The old clicky sounds were a lot better. And the old electric pain sounds. They were fantastic. New ones were rubbish. There we go. Exactly 1,000 people. 997. We had 1,000 people. I think that they ought to settle in pretty soon. Right? 186,000 rubles. 36,000. Oh, they're okay. I see that. This might be why they're a bit unhappy. There's 150 people standing in queue, so they can't get fed. Probably. And they spend all their time waiting in queue here. That's what's going on. This ought to take care of it. It was probably more about the food situation than the heating situation. But yeah, we lost a few people. They left. I'm still pretty upset about a lot of things. Didn't I build a football pitch? I didn't. Although it's probably too far away for some people. For some people not. That's more like it. We no longer have a queue. It's very good. We can dare to cut it down to 8 staff, 10 staff, I mean. Which means there will be about 8 most of the time. Hopefully. Do we have enough money for the pipes? Not yet. Was it that exciting getting people in? Thing is that the power plant is not going to happen for a long time. No. this is great that we have a lot of coal. Whilst we're waiting for something, we're waiting for money for the pipes. Whilst we're doing that, I think that we should get the heat, the power plant. Right, I should maybe now then is the question here if I shall do this properly or not. Power plant. There's my own. Yes, the realistic coal power plant. This should definitely be a favorite. And this is for new viewers here. This is my remake of this. This menu system isn't quite working. It's my remake of this. It's exactly the same, except that it takes 25 times the amount of coal to make the same amount of electricity. Which is the reason that long story short, very long story short, is that is what it takes to the amount of coal it takes more or less to produce the amount of energy that it in electricity megawatt hours that it says that it produces. And the reason for doing that is because the heating plant, if you look at that and how much coal it uses and how many joules it produces, converts, fixes up, puts in a state where it's usable to heat homes. If you compare that, then that puts electricity on the same scale. However, it does not take into consideration if the electricity consumption of things are realistic. I don't know. Some things are, I think. This heating plant is currently using 33 kilowatts. No, that maybe sounds reasonable for a power plant. No idea. The shopping center doesn't use as much power as a heating plant. About 6 kilowatts for residential buildings of 59 people. I don't know. There's not a lot of people here. Pardon me. There we go. For a while, maybe. Heat pipes. Yes, heat pipes. You need to buy these. $186,000, $171,000. Still not quite there. In the meantime, you were saying probably something about something that was maybe not important. Orphanage. That we have with children in care already. People have died, and we have taken care of the children. Great. Do they still need to go to school, or is there this? They get they have tutors. Missing supplies. That would be meat. Cultural enjoyment. Intended upbringing. Intended upbringing. Right, but yes, if we have really loyal people working here, that will have very good effects on the children, I think. Right. But cultural enjoyment is important, and Soviet propaganda is the what they call the government loyalty, I would suppose. Soviet propaganda gets it into the children. Very good. Train waiting for too long. I don't think so. I think the trains are working fine. But just in case, we can go and have a look. Clear all this. I should have had a look. It will come back. If it is a problem, but I don't think it is. Very much doubt. We can look at this. To have vehicles and things. The vehicles and things. It's around here. It's around here, but it doesn't do. With around here, you need. Here it is. Trains, all map. Are you moving? Some of you are moving. You are not moving, for example. Is that reasonable? I would think so. You're standing here to wait to load. Are you getting any? A little bit. The wind might not be, the wind is not so great. So that's why it's very, very slow. That's why the bauxite has backed up here. Right, we're still auto-importing fuel for these magically. Yes, that is what it is. We have this money-making machine on one hand, and we have the town here, where we take logistics seriously. Speaking of which, it's time to get to the food train rolling. But before that, I really would like to pay for these pipes. Really would like to pay for these pipes. Would a valuable train mind getting to the border, any border, the Soviet border actually would be not only preferable but required. But this is going to take an age if the wind is picking up. That should mean that this is loading. Yeah, it's loading. Great. It's a bit fun, this, I think. This mechanic. If you have it solely dependent on wind power, it stops and then it gets going again. It's not that easy to restart a power grid in reality, but this is fun. This is a valuable train at the border, at the Soviet border. Valuable, but it is what we got. 187,000. Yeah, we're about to get there. Come on now, get quicker. We're barely keeping up with inflation. Yes, we are keeping up. Buy it. It's 31 degrees and they now all have excellent heating. Fantastic. Some other infrastructure is in the way. Well, it started raining and it could be good to have the heating. No, not if it is 30 degrees, it doesn't matter. This is not enough space. Unfortunately. We're going to remove the footpath. Also, I am. And this. Now you can do that, and you can also do this about this. Yeah, this had quite a positive impact on population. 11% without job. Fantastic. How many people are actually working in the coal mine? So on. Quite a few. Still haven't filled this up, but they're working on it. which is great. Power plant. Plan for power plant. Single reactor nuclear power plant. No. Yeah, the realistic coal power plant is going to require a whole lot of coal, is the thing. Compared to the regular one. It's going to use an enormous amount of coal. I was hoping that you would sort of give me a little conveyor thing going, and right there, but you didn't. But if we help you along the way here by putting in one of these, 1, 2, 3, and putting one of those in 32,000. I don't have money for this. I see that was a cheat, because now when you put in the Yatta footpath, the thing didn't go in, and it might not now. The conveyor belt. Yes. Now this should allow free replacement of the power plant. Where did you go? You're around here somewhere. No. You're in electricity. And there you are. And put you here, I think. $500,000. $500,000. It's expensive, these realistic power plants. Well, the non-realistic power plant is just as expensive, I would presume. If my mod is working correctly. It's difficult to tell because this isn't working right. That's not the same thing. Yes. Well, it differs depending on where you place it, but you're close enough. Yes. I only changed the amount of coal it uses. Only thing. And we also want a bit of street connection for you. Not quite there, but from here. And that's the end of dollars for now. That's okay. 430,000. Okay, that's not going to happen for a while. I did not launch the train, the food import train. Let's get that going. That's very important to have that standing at the border, if nothing else. Wind was blowing enough for you to get going. Very good. Voltage is fluctuating, but it's good enough. Voltage is now going low, I would think. Yes, it is. Electricity problems, as we can see. And it has to go all the way out to the roundabout here to turn around to get onto the thing, onto the correct line. So it has to go here, turn around, and then go out here, and then go down to the border. Where are you going to the border? Yes, you are. Yes, and then get it up there, then go back and forth. Could build another train depot somewhere, but it's nice to have them. It's a good way to know that you actually have a proper train, a proper railroad, a network that is something that you can put stuff on and off and take off and so on. If you have one depot that you can always send a train to and get the train out off to where you need it to be, that's a lot of power lines, then you know that you have a good railroad. Somewhat. Happiness is 69%. Health is 71%. Employedness, maybe that is 9%. That's pretty decent. 1,000 people. We might not need to buy more people. It says as the food is running out at the warehouse, maybe. No, we have 378 tons. So you're in no rush here. And another thing that one should get into when we have people is building an oil refinery and refining the oil. So that we have fuel and we have what you call it, other things. Yeah, we can bitumen and we can sell fuel. So on. But we need 500,000 rubles now to get this. And then another couple of 100,000 to connect it to the high voltage. It's actually that difficult because we only need to get it to here. That's our high voltage network, sort of. Yes, it is. This is building, but it's waiting for money and it's waiting for the train. I think you should wrap it up. I'm about to. Pretty soon. Just give me a moment here. Find something to look at. Something's going on, probably somewhere. There's a train waiting. I hear a train rolling. Oh, here's Rovendima. Where is it? That's rubles. Okay. Oh, that's a pretty long train. It weighs a bit, and on this wind power, 100 volts. 100 volts it's got. 100 volts and 1 megawatt. How many amps is that? That's a lot of amps. I'm not sure the wires that we got are rated for that sort of amperage. $230 volts. What is this junk? Isn't Russia using like 15 kilovolts or something for their railroad things? Russia might is probably about this is Czech or Slovakia, basically. Slovakia, mostly, I think. Although the trains run on the left and other things. Yes, should we say that then? I think so. You're on your way to the border with 31,853 rubles worth of raw bauxite. Yes, that will bring money to buy the power plant eventually. And we're safe. It's the 4th of July 1966. We're safe for winter. We should be reasonably safe for winter. Did I build a technical service in town? Don't think I did. I'd say no. And I'd also say that we build it between the town and the power plant and important things. Coal mine, etc. $54,000. And just if we get us a few snowplows here, and then we're set. As set as we can be, I would hope, for winter. We have this. That's going to take. That's not going to take anything. When we get this, that's going to take a lot of coal. Might need to look into getting priorities properly set. To not go so far, actually keep it within 1 kilometer and keep it to the town. That will do lovely. It shouldn't be necessary to bring you fuel because your vehicles are out and about when they are needed, and they should pass a fuel station every so often, like this one. We should probably have one about here, come to think of it, because that would be very good for the buses. I would take detours to and they're out of fuel. And the distribution office and further services from you, and what we need is this fuel station taken care of. That's good. Building is our power supply, but that doesn't matter for a distribution office. So I don't know why you're complaining. And why is it without power, by the way? Oh, it's because, goddamn it, it's unsafe, not safe to run this. They're going to be upset. But I think the train has arrived. Because this, now we're good. Be careful with the dollars. That's the electricity for this place, right? Remember, it is. Did not think of that, but now we ought to be good again. Yep. So this should be safe. Maybe we'll see in spring time, if it was or not. Right now it is to simmer a bit and see if it's actually working. I think so. I've probably missed a few things, but it should have the basics covered. I'm going to say without looking into any details. There are plenty of problems, but it should continue to work. But the amount of chaos here is now a whole lot larger than it was with 974 people around compared to naught. There we go. Thank you so very much for watching. Good night.